and welcome back to another unofficial H3 waiting room. It's a Tuesday, what can I say? It's not my fault. How's everybody doing today? A was the first one in. It said 6'7". I'm glad you said that, A. Because we have a new meme, actually, that just came out in relation to 6'7". 41? Oh, a 41 meme. Interesting. No, but I found this and I thought it was honestly pretty funny. This kid's going places. Goddamn clankers. Ooh, shout out Tiffany 2 Trill. Yo! Member for 5 months. Part of the inner circle. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat. Who's in Chris Kunzler's channel? Or who's on Chris Kunzler's channel? It's Tuesday, innit? It's Tuesday. Sorry, Evie. My bad. Specifically going to apologize to you. But as usual, we have some Instagram posts, some Reddit posts, and then a video about Curtis Sliwa, because honestly, I'm just interested in this guy. I didn't know that he was the founder and CEO of the Guardian Angels. I just assumed he was like a part of like he was just an affiliation in some way and just kind of left it at that. But now knowing that he is the founder, all of those stories of him getting stabbed and shot and attempted assassinations on his life make a lot more sense. Oh, Cruel World Happy Mind was on Chris Kunzler's channel. In what way? Like, was it like an interview or did they collaborate on something? Chris Kunzler. Oh, she's on there right now having a discussion. Oh no. We're gonna look at it just for just a second, but since they are live, I don't want to like siphon from their live.
Palestine speech? Like, what do you mean exactly by that? But afterwards, she had told me that this rabbi had gotten some controversy for making some pro-Palestine statements early on, and so, but again, it was like it was hard to say because it was like, okay, again, that kind of line walking where it was like, okay, so, but what exactly? Yes. What does he really believe? I can't quite. And so again, before making this video, I'd spoken with her because I was getting all these interesting messages. And so I kind of had spoken with her and was a little bit like, okay, how has this topic been for your family?
Oh, I'm going to just say it. I know I just jumped in at a random point in her conversation. She is so bad at articulating what she is saying. What is she talking about in any regard? Not even like what is the substance of like the topic that she's talking about. What is she referencing? She's not saying anything. Like that was... She covered the stand with a blanket. Why didn't she just switch chairs? That would have been easier, right? Please leech off them. It just seems like unproductive. I don't see what she has to add, and it's Chris Kunzler at the end of the day. So what are we going to gain from that?
Just blatantly. And she was like, well, she did tell me flat out, don't do the video.
Yeah.
I was a little bit like, oh, she was right on that. And also very mixed perspectives in the family and in her community and a big thing that she had told me is to be sure to call Hamas a terrorist organization and what else? Essentially, what she had told me was that Israel is being attacked by all these Muslim countries, and all these Muslim countries are attacking Israel, and that her perspective had kind of changed from October 7th, and she'd seen a bigger rise of anti-Semitism, and my
Why is she just saying it like, oh yeah, that's just a load of hooey? There's obviously a nuanced like conversation to have there.
I don't think she is a Zionist. Or
sorry. Shout out Stacy for the 5-month membership. I was jealous of Tiffany. So true. Aren't we all?
Even though I know some of these things are a little bit towing the line, but it's essentially, it seems like a lot of Jewish teachings often talk.
Oh no! Don't go over into their chat. I gotta close their chat now.
Talk a lot about genocides that have been enacted throughout history. I mean, there's the Inquisition. Even I'd read a fantasy book called The Familiar by
Yo, I read Blood Meridian, and that's how I know a lot about the Comanches. What the fuck are you talking?
By Leigh Bardugo, about that even touches on that. And there's, of course, the Holocaust in recent history, where a lot of people have their familiar, close people that are alive today that can recount those experiences, and a lot of holiday.
Her tone is so different. She's trying to sound so much more knowledgeable here. Like, she really has the base of knowledge to be able to speak on this, because she knows that she's not going to get pushback. They can just, like, basically yammer about absolutely nothing. And it seems productive in some way.
Days that talk about it. And so it seems like there's a great fear there of something happening within their lifetimes that mirrors that experience. And so that is what my impression was talking with them about this, is that there's this great fear of this happening again. And so they're so afraid of it sort of this reoccurrence, that's all they can see is within the Palestinians, is that somehow.
So she's saying that people are just so afraid of the Holocaust happening again. I mean, that's just like such a fucking, like, a minimization of what the actual perspective is. They're just afraid of a Holocaust happening. They're afraid of another genocide. It's like, I mean, that's part of like the perspective, but that's not like the whole.
Israel, that somehow Iran is going to wipe out Israel, when that they can't even reflect that they are doing that in the 100% same breath.
Well, I mean, you just like are unknowledgeable about things, it seems. Like, it's just complicated, right? Because it's like, yes, they do have a fear of Iran, because Iran is another nuclear power, and Trump pulled out of the Iran nuclear deal, and like, I don't think was Biden able to. I don't think there was ever anything that really came of it again, because it just kind of ended. It lapsed, and then everything. They're kind of like, ooh, cool, whatever now. And that's why we went like, boom. It's not like it's good. See, I feel unknowledgeable talking about it, and that's why I'm not even trying. But it's just like, I even know like the slightest bit more, and so hearing somebody just say absolutely nothing is kind of, it is nothing at the end of the day. Why does Chris look like that? He looks kind of angry. Maybe his light's too bright.
The most racist. The most racist Israeli politician is the person who popularized the slogan "Never Again." A really famous slogan in recent Jewish history was categorically popularized by someone who believed in exterminating all Palestinians. He popularized it. Anyone can look this up. This is freely available information. He did that. The slogan comes from saying "Never again shall Masada fall," but it was popularized in political usage by the most racist Israeli. This is like a thing, and it's an interesting thing. I had a friend who
That was a heavy butt, I have to say.
was very close with, or who was Jewish, and we'd often talk about this kind of stuff, and they would talk to me about difficulties. They would actually talk to me about how they had stopped going to synagogue, because in the UK, if you go to a synagogue, they say, right, we're first going to give to and explain to you about a charity that's from the UK, and then almost every single synagogue tells you, actually, you're going to then talk to us about a charity that is in Israel. So you do one for Britain, one for Israel. And they said for them, this was very uncomfortable. But they also spoke about how, as a Jewish person, this is very complex, because a lot of their family would have
I'm sure there's a lot of reasons to fear going to synagogues right now, right? But like, it's just like, you can have a nuanced perspective about it, but it's like, let's talk about what you actually want to happen. Like, let's actually let's speak on that, because if you're for like a one state solution, what does that look like? How do we start going towards that? Let's stop fucking pontificating about all of these all of these things that you find so egregious. Let's talk about what you think is the solution then, because it's just fucking like, what is the point of this conversation?
Would have, like, a lot of their family would have, it could cause major splits depending on how they talked about it. So there are obviously a lot of complexities for Jewish people, and they spoke to me about like some of the stuff that I sometimes find a bit bizarre, like, for example, some of the, I don't know if you know this, but there's like a movement in Israel, and actually it's a wider Jewish thing as well, of like some Jewish people don't want to marry non-Jewish people because they don't want like to kind of Judaism as like an ethnicity and an identity to go away. Like this is a thing. It's not crazy to talk about, but because there's Israel's president referred to Jewish people who are not married to non-Jewish people as he referred to them as parasites. But some of that comes from like a genuine fear of what happened. And I think that, like, you should always bear in mind, like, when discussing like Jewish history and all these things, that, Jewish people were nearly exterminated, and that Israel has utilized these fears as part of its politics for a very, not actually for that long a time, in the 19...
Well, I mean, that's fair. Okay, here's the thing. That's not untrue. And that's why I like here's my thing, right? What I just said about him, about both of them, about actually speak of what you think would be the like necessary reform to create this one state solution. Obviously, I believe in a two state solution, so my my very loose presentation would just be a full reformation of both the, governments as they stand. Sorry, I'm saying a lot now. But it'd be like a reformation of both governments, both Hamas and Israel, so that we could have because I don't think Trump's plan was the worst plan, but the way that it was meant to be implemented was absolutely fucking garbage. Like, I do think that basically removing both the governments as they exist would probably work, but it only wanted to remove Hamas as it exists, and that would leave like expansionist goals and like other issues within Israel's government, which will only like lead to like other insurgents later. Like it's like it'll end up just being like a never-ending cycle of trying to end that. So I think that what would need to happen then would be to also like remove the way that Israel's government stands, and then have how they wanted to have like bipartisan like technocrats. I don't think that technocrats are the best way to do it, but to have leaders and scholars' voices, like get different people from the region, as well as other like allied forces, to try and implement some kind of standing military force for the meantime while we build this whatever grows from there. But again, I don't know how to do it. I'm not smart enough to think of an actual solution, but I also don't go on and on about how like everything basically needs to just I don't even know. Like, it really does feel like the one state solution just stops at that, just going, well, we need to free the Palestinians and create a one state. How? Um, she's really jumping into the grift head first. Why does Chris have to be so snark brain? Honestly, I don't think that like right now he's not being the worst, but we'll see where it goes, I guess. For real, she went from admitting she doesn't know enough to being on a podcast fully discussing it in a week. What a dork. Well, I mean, like, she probably is just going to pull the, I'm trying to learn. I'm going to talk to anybody who's willing to help me learn.
1970s is really where it became the most politicized. And I've mentioned to you, this is not always something that I talk about, and it's especially not something I've spoken about on TikTok as much because the platform's a little bit more sensitive to an issue like this. There are writings by Israeli Jewish people who are not Holocaust deniers, who are not people who hold perverse or inappropriate views of the Holocaust, but rather talk about it in the sense of like examining what it was like for the psyche of Israel. Ilan Pappé actually has a small section, and there's a part about like an Israeli who wrote about the relationship and was like,
I wouldn't say Ilan Pappé is like a Holocaust denier, but there's definitely some undertones of I mean, like, you know, there's a sentiment there, and I don't think that it's necessarily a fully what would you say like I guess it's just expected, you know what I mean? And I don't think that it's the worst, but I also haven't read much. I've only read excerpts. I've never actually been able to get my hands on a full book. But from what I've seen, it's just it's not necessarily that Ilan Pappé is incorrect, but it's definitely meant to present a certain aspect of history. And yeah.
We have major problems with our engagement with this. There are things that are happening, and what is ending up happening to the Palestinians by virtue of portraying them as the heirs to the Nazis, people who are trying to carry out what the Nazis did. We are closing our heart, and we are showing that we're designating that they should be dealt with in the same way that the Nazis were, which is via military destruction, and we should completely close our heart to this. And so in Israel, you know, this is not like a crazy thing to talk about. This is something that does require research and reading to talk about properly. And you can find out about this. There is elements of the movement you spoke about is orgs like Lahava. Yes, it's called Lahava. Yes. Some of this is really like fucking racist, and it feeds into really inappropriate things. And also, I'm sure that there are Jewish people who ended up marrying someone that they fell in love with who was outside the religion, who they would be like, oh, this kind of pressure didn't make me feel good about myself and stuff. But anyway, like it's a very difficult thing, and I think that like you should like pay attention to that and offer sympathy to that kind of stuff for people who live different lives to you, who have different experiences and situations. And I think that ultimately, like what it all boils down to with this is that I have no problem recognizing that stuff, but I can't find common ground with Zionism because I can't find common ground with the idea that it was just like, okay, what was done to the Palestinians in 1948 and even before that. I can't, as someone whose history.
I mean, it's literally, it's quite, in a sense, it's kind of simple. Do you agree or do you disagree with Sharia law? If you disagree with Sharia law, then we need to figure out something other than just like removing Israel and just because, I mean, like, I'm sorry, but not most. Well, I don't even know if it's most. I guess I just don't know about enough to make that like a qualification. But a lot of Middle Eastern countries have implementations of Sharia law as parts of their governmental like policies, and I am just in opposition to that fully and like wholly. I don't think that religious law in general is good at all. And you probably shouldn't be using that in any type of implementation in government. And so at the end of the day, I do think that Israel needs to be like full government takeover, basically. But it's about what that government is going to look like as moving forward.
And like education was never really confronted who and what we were and who and what we did to the British. I don't think that's good. I don't think that that's great. I don't think what is like that we don't know about our history leads us to any good place. And so like what I'm saying is that the reason that I will never stop talking about Palestine and the reason that I will
secular states are based. So true. Based secular states. Take religion state.
Never be able to see sympathy with like the Zionist project as like something we should justify and accept is, you know, is this Zionist aspect. And someone said the British started it. Yes, the British obviously did start what happened in Palestine.
Something that I think relates to this. Sorry, I'm kind of finding it. So just kind of in terms of because my biggest question was why you immediately criticize Israel, or you immediately criticize Zionism and not seen as anti-Semitic. And on Palestine, page 53, most of the speeches Netanyahu gave were about the Palestinians having to recognize Israel as a Jewish state. I was kind of wondering, is this why the criticism of Israel is often interlinked with anti-Semitism? Yet it's understood that this is, broad recognition would be deemed impossible. For example, the U.S. is not recognized as a Christian state. This sort of idea of Israel being a Jewish state is unique in terms of...
It's just, oh my God, Why even bring up why even bring up America in terms of it being a Christian nation, like, as well? Like, what are you talking about? What do you think? Actually, give us your opinion instead of just asking these like very odd questions.
That doesn't exist elsewhere. The U.S. is not seen as a Christian nationalist state yet. So it's kind of unique in itself. On page 99.
And again, it's because there is. I mean, did Ethan not say, like, just look into the history of how Jewish people are treated as a minority in these countries in the region? And that's basically the one reason why it is held as a Jewish state. And because there is that interlinking between the religion, it's not an interlinking, it's an overlap between the religion and it creates I'd say some confusion, but if you want to call it an issue, then I guess you'd have to articulate what that issue truly is and then figure it out from there. Because like I'm saying, you could still have it be like a Jewish majority while also like reforming the government. Like, you know what I mean? Like there are ways to implement that, and what you want is just like, again, and then slow reformation from there. Because ideally, I mean, it sounds weird, right? When people go like, oh, nobody wants a world government or whatever. Wouldn't you want a one world government that oversees everything? But what you want is for that one world government to, be good, be righteous in some regard. But the whole problem then becomes what is and is not righteous, I suppose. Is sound cutting out for anyone? It's back? Oh no.
Israel has shifted more in politics towards the right, nationalism towards extremism, a circling the wagons mentality. The world hates us because they're all anti-Semitic, so we'll do what we want. Page 18, Zionism is considered settler colonialism. That's not what I was looking for though. But yeah, essentially, like, it's sort of this idea that Israel's seen as a Jewish state, and Zionism is just all interconnected, and they've done so intentionally because that's their vision for it. And so to criticize Israel is to essentially it's seen by Zionists to criticize a Jewish state, and that is why it's seen as anti-Semitic. And sometimes I wonder if that is them telling on themselves as Zionists in that way. If you criticize Israel and you're accused of being anti-Semitic,
you just don't understand like the sentiment of like the world's view on Zionism from the views of Zionists, and how it is a very it is a term that is used differently by different people. Sorry, I was trying to pull this up too. Monday's show is pushed till Tuesday. They still haven't added anything yet. I was thinking you might have. I don't know if it's going to be about the models. They might talk about it for a second, but I doubt it'll be the whole episode. I kind of forgot what I was saying. I'm not gonna lie.
Semitic. That's my question in that way.
I think that also it taps into
state, and that is why it's seen as anti-Semitic. And sometimes I wonder if that is them telling on themselves as Zionists.
Oh, well, that's what I was saying. She doesn't understand the sentiment of the Jewish diaspora view on Zionism and how broad that term is used and what it means to different people, because there are people that consider themselves Zionists that don't want they don't want, like, I mean, I'm sure there are some that don't even who don't even care about like the Jewish majority. I'm sure that's like a percentage too. But also it's like you have to realize that, like, for it to be considered like an ethno state, and it has to reach like a higher level of like it has to hit like a bit more criteria, because it has what, like 30% are Arabs? Arab population of Israel. 21%, so I was off. 21% of the population is Arab. Is it 30% is non-Jewish? Is that what it is? Yeah, 73%, and then there's 27% of the different, with 21%, or what was it? 21% being 20% of the of the total population being Arab, with Arab people in their politics, in political positions, and so it just doesn't meet that standard, I'd say.
In that way, if you criticize Israel and you're accused of being anti-Semitic, that's my question in that way.
I think that also it taps into, no one wants to be a racist, no one wants to be an anti-Semite, especially because of what that led to during the Second World War. Like ultimately, like that's like the culmination of like a racism that people see in Europe, that we learn about, the images of which most people bear and think about.
Here's the truth, right? If it was true, if what the anti-Semites were saying was true, then why would it be wrong? Right? Like the whole thing is that it's untrue. It doesn't matter about like what happened in the past. If all Jewish people did want the Palestinians to be destroyed and wanted like all of the land of the Greater Israel Project and this and that, then it might be anti-Semitic to then hate all Jews, but that wouldn't necessarily make it wrong. The problem is that's not the sentiment of all Jewish people, and is thus incorrect and wrong and anti-Semitic.
And if you go anywhere like Jewish people were, killed and like interned into these horrible camps, you really see like, Jesus Christ, this is just awful. This is a terrible, terrible thing. And I think that so like Israel realizes that as well. And as I said, going back to the earlier thing, it's like a political winner. Israel knows that if someone is declared an anti-Semite, it literally worked in the United Kingdom in 2016. Jeremy Corbyn was smeared as an anti-Semite, and thus Jeremy Corbyn did not end up getting in power in part. There are maybe other things that you can give credit for that, but there was a very concerted effort to say Jeremy Corbyn is a threat to British Jewish people because he doesn't support Israel enough, basically, is what it came down to. And the only thing another thing I understand is the only problem with like a Jewish state is it's really hard to know what that actually means. Because does it mean that there can only be Jewish people there? Does it mean that the majority...
Oh, well, it doesn't, right? Because there's literally not like there's what are you talking about?
Always has to be Jewish? Does it mean that the state is like Jewish religious law? Like, what does that mean? Because if you ask different Jewish people and different Israelis, you get different opinions of what a Jewish state is. And I think that ultimately, if you look at it for what it is, which is a state that's had to, like actually what it practically is, which is a state that's had to ensure and maintain a Jewish majority, what the prerequisite is expelling Palestinians, and whilst simultaneously offering the benefits in order to bring over huge amounts of Jewish people from other places, from Europe, from wherever was a workable place that you could do it, basically, to bring people over.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find this one note because it applies so well. Okay, here it is. On page 60 of this book, because I think this relates to this. On page 60, it talks about a group of citizens wanted to have their papers identify them as Israelis, not Jews. It went all the way to the High Court, which rejected it. It reflects this anomalous concept of a Jewish state, which has no counterpart in the contemporary international political system. And then Pape, sorry, did I say that right?
Pape.
Okay. Says that paradoxically, it's used by Israel in an attempt to stifle any criticism of the state and its ideology. If you chastise Israel, you assault the Jewish state, and by association, you attack Judaism. Mm-hmm. So just that sort of contradiction in itself. If someone wants to be just recognized as an Israeli and not a Jewish person, that's not accepted in Israel, at least in this book, which was written in 2015. I'm not sure that still stands today. But paradoxically, if you criticize Israel, you are seen as attacking a Jewish state, and therefore you're anti-Semitic. So it's used sort of interchangeably in that way. At least again from this book that I'm referencing, I thought that was an interesting addition.
Definitely. The only thing, there are also like another multitude of really odd legal cases to do with this. There's some detailed in a book by Zoran Mamdani's dad, actually, Mahmoud Mamdani, and I don't remember the exact like examples of them, but they're to do with people who've converted to Christianity, and he talks about that same case to do with passports that goes right up to the Supreme Court, talking about this, anyway, like, it's this odd question about Israel. It's someone said not majority supremacy, but that's the prerequisite of, and that's the reason that they have supremacy. They have supremacy so they can enact laws that help to enforce their majority. It's kind of one of those things that I mentioned to you earlier. Like, it's why I think if you'd come in with like a stronger understanding of why people are so against like liberal Zionism, say specifically, what you kind of would have come to is, oh, okay, actually, what I see here is that people are saying. People are complaining, like the fact that Ethan will call Israel multicultural more than him not condemning Netanyahu. That it's an unwillingness to confront, like, hey, that's really fucked up. That's like Israel takes aim at Palestinian history and culture and pretends to be multicultural simultaneously so that it can get away with what it wants to do, which is remove the Palestinians.
Sort of complete like again, I keep trying to say like ignoring of reality. Essentially, he's ignoring reality and painting a different picture. Whilst he's playing into the trope that Israel is this sort of liberal haven in the Middle East. It feels like with that and
which also like what this also is like there's a part where he said if you think Israel is evil, then you must think Iran is worse because they're responsible for everything. And it's like no, like it's not true. Like we can easily reckon with the fact of, hey, and like I knew people who grew up there, I lived with them, I spent time around them, and as I say every time, I would always be doing a disservice to them if I sat here and told people Iran's amazing, that Iran is like some great place. I know women who live there and they tell me that it's not amazing.
Well, I mean,
it's like,
isn't a whole, oh, sorry.
No,
sorry. I was gonna say, isn't a factor in this conversation. I mean, again, one reason why I recommended the Throughline podcast, which again, I don't know if that's the perfect source.
Yeah, do we have to listen to this? I want to look at my fun stuff. This shit is just kind of annoying. I gotta be honest. Because they're not saying a whole lot. I wish they would actually like talk about the video a bit more. I don't care about I don't really care about the perspectives because they don't seem to have true perspectives. They're kind of just, I don't know, they're kind of just playing like a ping pong right now, just going back and forth off of each other. This is like a sounding board.
In all of this, but it was something that I was listening to and had enjoyed, but
Let's move on. Thank you all. I don't know. It wasn't from what I've seen so far, it's not the worst conversation. It seems like they're trying to have a discussion, but they seem to just be coming short of actual nuance. And it's like, come on, guys. So here, let's move on. 6-7, hell no.
6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2, 6-2.
6'2", new meme. With the Roblox shirt on. Legendary. Oh, this is something you guys always got to remember. If you're ever tussling. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 6'2". Got to make sure everyone knows. I feel better now, thanks. But while you doing all that tussling, check your pocket. The next time you're tussling, remember to either put that shit in a fanny pack or hand it to somebody else. That way you don't get your pockets ran in the middle of the fight.
Slick youngin, look in your pocket. I went in your pocket, got your money. While you doing all that tussling, check your pocket. Hey man, I'm smart as a buck, brother. You got a little blood, but I got the money. I ain't fighting y'all niggas for free. Stupid fool. I holler still in Kirkwood. Holler Pastor Blue, street pastor of the United States of America. That young nigga hit me.
My 3-year-old came up to me and said, "Up high, down low, in heaven, 6'7". I gotta say, that's at least a little bit clever. So I'll give him that one. It was very funny that when Teddy told Ethan that love is way behind on the 41 thing. Is he okay? I don't think so. But hey, he's got some money. He got a couple dollars. But here's something. Maybe this is what happened to him. So this is one of our favorites. I was getting ready to throw ones with some dude in front of my girl, and his man's pantsed me, draws and all, in the middle. I had to stop fighting. Am I still good? So let's figure out if he's still good.
Should have never stopped fighting after that, bro. If anything, after that happened to you, you should have got fully enraged after that. You should have never stopped fighting, bro, even if you got your nose broken, got your arm broken, your leg broken. As long as if you could go like that, go forward. You should never stop fighting in front of the shorties. That's the ultimate surrender. That's like saying, here, take me and then take my shorty too after you take me. That's the ultimate surrender move that you should never do as a man. If anything, when you got pinched, that should have helped you even be more sturdy in the stance, keeping your feet right underneath your shoulders. Should have used that as a little rope and then just got off all crazy, bro. You'd have been legendary. But the thing is, you probably didn't know how to fight, or you was scared to keep fighting. Maybe bro was too swift for you, or maybe...
Yes, this is the dude that slaps himself. Look at his chest. It's already red. He didn't even need to do it.
Maybe He had the old Steven Seagal Wing Chun moves that you just wasn't ready for. Just wasn't ready for.
They were hitting the Steven Seagal Wing Chun moves.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. Just keep getting experience. And when we still go, remember that. Stay sharp.
You don't get it, Alex? I love this dude. Dude has that Jesus hanging on the crossbody. I was gonna say,
should have never stopped fighting after that, bro. If anything after that happened to you, you should.
I was gonna say, it does look like he might have mild scoliosis, like very mild scoliosis, but I don't know for sure. Oh, I wanted to show this guy off. Fist of the Dog Medicine. This guy, there's that other guy who's younger, called like Swole Animal or something like that. And he's doing like a bunch of biohacking, where he's trying to make himself into like this superhuman. But this guy is actually the originator of putting dog medicine on his hands. He's been putting it all over his hands, trying to make his punches stronger. He's got massive calluses on his knuckles. His hands are going to become permanent fists at some point. But now he started dipping them in fucking gasoline. Does this have music on it?
Medicine on my hands to make them tougher. This is soaking my hands in gasoline to make them tougher. I heard about this trick from former heavyweight boxing champion Tyson Fury.
I'm speaking to an old legendary bare-knuckle fighter from the travelling community. He's called Big Joe Joyce. And he told me about dipping his hands in petrol to toughen them up. I'll be dipping my hands in petrol for 5 minutes a day.
I just stick my hands in petrol and lay my hands like a rock hard.
This is what they look like before.
Look at his knuckles. It's insane.
Besides the calluses, nothing special. This is right after I pulled it out of the gasoline. Looks the same to me. This is a couple minutes afterwards. They look super dry. They don't feel any drier or any rougher though. It's about an hour later, and not a whole lot of difference, to be honest with you. 16 hours later, no difference really. This training method does not appear very effective. I recommend sticking to one-arm knuckle wall push-ups or knuckle push-ups. Day 730.
Wow. He's learning. He's learning through, he's teaching the people, though. He does insane stuff. That was just him hitting his head into... He does a lot of breaking stuff. He's making his shins stronger, too. Breaking bats against them and stuff. What a great guy. Fist of the Dog Medicine. Maybe that's what it's for. It's for flame punches. Hardcore bondage people are so fucking funny. Look at this shit, bro. This is pretty intense. I don't know how to feel about this, to be completely honest with you. I'm wondering what it's like on the inside. Not like I want to be in there. I don't want to be. I swear. No, but like, I wonder, is it padded on the inside? It looks metal. Like, it looks like metal, but I'd assume the inside is like somewhat padded. Do you also just not breathe? There's no way to actually breathe, I just realized. Humans are beyond salvation at this point. They crave to be like Lot's wife and turn to salt. I don't know how you breathe. Not only how do you breathe, how do you tell them that you can't breathe if you like can't move? You can't like wriggle and show them that you're suffocating. That's part of the kink, is just dying. It's not. There's not even a hog hole. What do we think of this? New tattoo idea? Anybody gonna get this? I get some crazy fetishists on my feed from time to time. Well, that's good to know. You should be. That's how you know that you're staying true to yourself. I want that as a casket when I die. I mean, it would be probably you might save some space. It's just your body. I kind of like this tattoo, I have to say. This tattoo is actually like, it's so well done. It's so incredibly well done that you can't hate on the concept. I hope the cat's called Bubbles. That's probably what it is maybe that's like their cat. I got it for my cat Blossom. It's a super clean tattoo. I love the tats. I had to pull another tat though. This comes from r/bad tats. Someone I know recently became a tattoo apprentice, and I was like, okay, that's not terrible, you know, it's just something. It's not the best either. But then I saw this silicone allergies. It's very bad, poorly done. The lettering is very bad, like extremely bad. It almost looks freehand. Like it doesn't even look like they used a stencil. Like I can tell that they did, but some of it's like so off that I don't know how they used a stencil and got it that bad. And then silicone allergy, and then for some reason the actual design isn't as wonky as the lettering, as the typography. I'm at the point where I want my first silly tattoo. You got to get silly tattoos. They're the best. I got this one of it was like a Friday the 13th tattoo, so it's kind of a small one. Just stand up for it. I think I got it over a year ago. But it's Jerry from Tom and Jerry. But he didn't have legs, so I didn't think about it when I got the design. So I'm thinking I want to get him on like in a TV. To get a TV done around him. I think I would make it cool. You gotta get yatted. Get real tatted up, Alex. Do it. Why does Jerry have big balls? It's his heart. Are you blind? Oh, speaking of keychains. Should I grab it? I guess it's not even that interesting. Love was talking about these being rare. I have it on a bunch of other keychains, but I have the same Hot Wheel thing. I have a bunch of other keychains that are on it, but I have the same Hot Wheel keychain. I have a couple of them. I've given them out to people, but I also just get them from my dad. My dad's a big collector. My dad's been collecting Hot Wheels since before I was born. We used to go to Kmart days, but my dad was a good guy and actually let us go through the boxes and didn't be like a scumbag and be like, give me your ticket. I'm going to pick out the Hot Wheels. He just primed us. He was like, you know what cars to look for. He wasn't even like telling us what cars to look for. He was literally like teaching us like the methods on how to get treasure hunts. There's ways to do it. There's whole methodology. They have to have the rubber wheels. It's a different, it's a whole different type of car. Truly. I have some rare ones. Um, I purged a lot of my keychains, only kept 2 Lego figure ones. I just have a ton on a keychain thing because I think it would be funny to at some point just have like too many keychains. Like only have a couple keys, like have like 2 or 3 keys, but then just have like a million keychains on it. But what do we think of this art? Which one is your spirit animal? Where I'm going to click through these, and I want you to everybody to think of which one's their spirit animal, and I'll tell you mine. They're all really good. See, that one's a little bit lower resolution. That one's nice. That one's really nice. Okay, okay. Well, this one isn't really an animal. I forgot this one was included. This one makes me think of my cat when he's running around and playing. We play fetch. He likes to hit the ball around. This is what I imagine he thinks he's like. See, I think I might be the polar bear. I'm about to eat this kid. I'm about to murder and eat this child. Oh, shit. Dunked on him. You can be the shark. You can be either you can be the person or the animal. Is this a crocodile or an alligator? I don't know how to tell the difference. I don't know if you even can tell the difference from this image. They also could have done a poor job at distinguishing. Okay, okay. No, see, I think I'm this bulldog. You know, I'm a real tough guy. Hitting it out of the park. Kablam! Kablamo! Might be this gorilla too, playing some football. Okay. Okay. Or is it rugby maybe? I don't know. Something. And then we got this alien creature about to murder this person. About to actually kill them in cold blood. Sickening. Welcome back, Taylor H. Welcome back, all of the people in chat. Thank you for stopping in, and welcome all the new people. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. See, I think that for me, either the dog or the polar bear. Because I'm just in a silly, goofy mood, you know? I'm also a little hungry. The boar hitting the ball with your head, so true. You're both killing it and also destroying shit. That's what we like to see. Become untenable. Basketball. But good stuff. I just wanted to click through that. I thought that was really nice art. I need these posters. I'm a Taurus, so I'm going with bull. The bull's a really good one. Just crashing through, breaking out. Very Taurus attitude. Polar bear is delicious with beef tallow. The lynx is pretty cool. I couldn't tell if it's meant to be a lynx or what. The ears say lynx. But the body is kind of, I don't know. Pretty badass. But last Instagram post is this. H3H3 returns Wednesday, November 19th, 6 p.m. PST. Hila Klein and Ethan Klein at Celebrity Poker Tour. Guess who's back for another round? H3H3 is coming for the 2025 CPT Championship. Mark your calendars, Wednesday, November 19th at 6 p.m. Who do we think? Who do we think is gonna win? Can I do an RFK impression? I don't know if I can, honestly.
Well,
no, wait. Wait. Give me a sec. I went too harsh at first. It's not that bad. I don't know if I can actually. I'm thinking about it. Cause his voice, it's not just like the I was going down to the store, but it's not just that. It's like a very, like, you have to get it in your throat. Well, I can't do it. I pride myself on impressions. Go harsh? No, I can't. I pride myself on impressions. I can't do a bad one. I'll work on it and come back. I'll get back to you on that. You think Ethan's got it this time? It depends on how long it runs. If it runs super long, then you know Ethan's going to just bail out. He's going to say, fuck it. He's going to say, screw it, I'm done. Yeah, you got to choke on your tongue a little. It's hard. I already do it enough. Unsubbed. Couldn't do an RFK impression. Unsubbed. Unsubbed, unliked, snarked. Done. Them playing poker got me hooked on a poker app for a few months. LOL, it's pretty fun. Them playing poker has lost me thousands of dollars. Don't get into actual gambling. Gamble online for free with fake money, with play money. Me personally, I'm a blackjack guy. I do like me some casinos. I do like going, but never do online gambling. If you're gonna go, go to a casino and have some fun, but go with money that you're willing to lose. That's the whole thing. Vegas is nice. Go get some free drinks. Depending on where you go, you can go sit, play with an amount of money. You have the chance of losing it all. Who cares? You came to lose it. Get some free drinks. It's like you're paying for the drinks, but you're playing the game at the same time. And then, if you're up, you get to have dinner. It's great stuff. But if you're going with money, don't pull out more money. You will lose it. You'll lose it all. And you'll feel really bad. So don't do it. Go with a set amount of money and spend that, and that only. But hey, if they're giving you money to play with, you go for gold. If you're playing with the house's money, like they are in this championship, fucking all in, every hand. Don't do that. I'm not willing to lose any money. That's what I'm saying. You can't think of it as going to bet your money. Go with the intention of thinking of it like an arcade or something like that. It's for the rush. It's not for actually the wanting to win. It's the only way you can actually do it. I always take €10 and never left with money. Hey, that's how to do it. I will say the last time I went to the casino was the first time I've actually had a decent win. My first time in Vegas, I did hit on a roulette table, or it was an electric roulette game, and honestly, that made me kind of happy. But I haven't won any big amounts, and I won one slot machine, and I did a bet of $1 and won $70 or something, and that felt really nice. And I literally went $70 up, boom, 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 leaving. We are out of here. Once you're up, that was it. Your karma's run out. Me love the casino. Casino good. Yeah, poker heat with fake chips. Yeah, it's good to play online too before you actually want to go to an actual casino. Because if you don't, it's better to just stay on penny slots type of games, playing for a couple cents. Most of the time, you're going to be playing for, unless you're in Vegas, you're probably going to be playing for 50. Sometimes you get it low, 30 cents. But I never even see anything lower than a quarter. It kind of pisses me off. But in Vegas, I remember I was playing blackjack. I was playing nickel blackjack on a machine. I got 4 drinks and I probably spent $5 because I was just playing with nickels. They came back a couple times and I tip, you tip the waitress. And then you're good to go. I was up $50 but spend about $1K on the trip. Yeah, it's the way it goes, Y'all ever get hooked on the slot machine apps? Me neither. See, I've actually never gotten into slot apps. I like, if I'm going to play like apps, I like card games. I prefer card games for sure. I played the slots and was up $400, yada, yada, yada. I left with just barely breaking even. Sorry to hear that, Gecko Gang. Don't worry. It's going to come around to you one day. You know, you don't buy a lottery ticket thinking you're going to win that lottery ticket. You buy 100 lottery tickets knowing you'll win $2 someday. I'm too afraid to gamble. I am such an addict at heart. Yeah, if you have an addictive personality, don't even get into it. It isn't worth it. Stick to drugs and alcohol. No, honestly, if you think about it, right, gambling is the only addiction that has I won't make that joke. It's a terrible joke. If you think about it, though, it is true. It's the only addiction that you can possibly win at. You could become a millionaire from that addiction. That is not true for alcohol and heroin. Well, hope you're doing. I hope you can. I don't know. I was about to. I felt like what I was about to say was even worse. So, Sim, we're here for you. Big ups to you. Really stammered through that. My bad. Love you all in chat. I lost like 100 euros. That's a fortune as a child. Yeah. You can win at meth. That's fair too. That's actually fair too. I have an addictive personality. I swear it's related to Nero spiciness. That is, I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, there's got to be an overlap there somewhere, right? The face he's making is a little much, right? What do we think? I don't think I can get any closer. Oh, I can. Oop, there we go. Look at this face he's making. He's looking debonair. Oh, we got a title? Addressing the Teddy Glow situation. Oh, you were right. Whoever said it in chat that it was going to be about this today, you were right. Wow, Ethan's looking yadded up, I have to say. Look at him. Amazing. And they're not even all dog tattoos anymore. He's got his family on this side, dogs on this side. Next, he's going to come out with a chest piece. Just wait and see. Why can't Ethan ever take a normal picture? I don't know. It's a good question, actually. Yeah, they have to confront it, and I don't blame them either. It's a tough situation, and I think that it's twofold because like the ignorance of the of the models is on them wholly in both regards. If they want to think that the ignorance of not knowing who they were working with or whatever, that's why they came out, it's so stupid. But then also it's on them for then not, after having learned about their idea, like their ideology, to have like reached out to them and been like, hey, I don't appreciate this, or I don't like this, can you explain it to me, yada yada. It really was just such like a slap in the face, it felt like, from my perspective. It's so sad people just believe whatever some snarker says. It's also just so weird that these people truly do not care about, like, all these people that end up coming out in defense and being like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna denounce these people, they're evil, they're bad. You people obviously don't actually care about what's going on. You don't care about this, like, about the genocide. You don't care about any conflicts of, like, outside of like your conflict with like a parking attendant or some shit. Like, honestly, it's so fucking... Not only is it frustrating because people are lying, it's frustrating because people are so willing to, like, throw other people under the bus about, like, based on their own ignorance. I heard the new iDubbbz video is boring the house. I haven't seen the new iDubbbz video. I wouldn't be surprised though. Is Trump trolling secretly based? How long has he been working on this? It came out 3 hours ago. It's fucking 20 minutes. And it's been how many months? It's been 2 months since his last video. This is what you've been working on? I came out against Trump. Yay! What are you doing? Oh my god.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
God damn it, I don't have the thing hooked up. You guys couldn't hear it right.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream. Recession indicator. Read the transcript. Is he weirdly pro-Trump? What is that title? It's meant to be a... Did I read it wrong? Maybe I read it wrong? I think he's saying not Trump's trolling. I think he's saying Trump trolling. So like people trolling Trump.
We can all relax and be...
Another episode of Are We Having a Little Fun or Are We Killing Civilians? Maybe it's both. Maybe we're having a little fun killing civilians.
Now they're no...
A nothing burger. A true nothing burger. Amazing. This was something interesting that I've been perusing live stream fails a bit more recently. You just sounded like exactly like Glenn from Superstore. I actually love that show. That's kind of the intention I was going for with the voice, like somebody that's just too happy for their own good, who's like, I can't do anything wrong. That's kind of what I was doing. So it's actually, maybe that's where I was pulling that from, was from Glenn. It makes it sound like he's some sleeper agent for alt-right or something. I don't fucking know. No, yeah, it does sound weird. I don't know. It can definitely be confusing what position he's coming from. I don't know. It's weird. He's just... I think we've kind of just been able to come full circle and realize he doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, it started off by going, bro, this video didn't make any sense. And then we tried to hear him out. We kept trying to listen, you know, give him chances, be like, okay, let's see if what you're going to say now. And it's never made any sense. We've come fully around and realized that we were right from the beginning. This man is pretty dumb. How late will the H3 show start today? Early or on time? Time/early. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Oh no, I've almost spelled minutes wrong. My god. There we go. Oh my god. Sometimes I can type fast, and then other times I end up just spamming on the keyboard. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Perfect. Or on time/early. How late will the H3 show start today? 30 forever. So true. I saw this recently. Wait, sorry. I keep getting sidetracked by chat. Like, why is it a dedicated video? How weird. He's just proving he's only successful when riding H3's coattails. Yeah, I think that's the point, right? Is he's trying to be like, I make videos about anything, man. I make videos about all types of stuff. What? No, you don't. You make videos about very selective, like, things that you're choosing. Like, I don't even know what your basis of, like, criteria is for choosing a topic. It seems very weird. Going from Ethan to, what was it, to immigration and Trump. He's trying to show that he's really politically minded. But here is Kick streamer Jackie getting into a car crash on stream last night. Does anything ever go right on Kick? Like, is there ever just like, oh, this 80-year-old man had a birthday party and everybody came and sent him cake emojis in chat? Why is this always the stuff you hear about? I get it's live stream fail, but you get what I'm saying. Specifically Kick, I've never heard a good thing come out of that platform.
Food, but like, oh, you know what? I can make ramen.
Oh, she's listening to music. She's listening. She's saying she's gonna make ramen. Here, actually, I'll do this. I'll turn off the audio for you, and I'll just explain what she's saying. Where's it at? Where's it at? Can you post it again? She's looking for something in chat. She's reading her chat. She looks down at her phone. She's looking down at her phone. She looks up at chat. She looks back down at her phone. She's looking at her phone. Then she looks up, crashes. The time when she looks up is to look up at her chat, look up at her phone, like look up at what's happening on her phone, and then she looked up at the cars. She went a good. How many seconds did she actually go without looking at the road? I want to see here. Starts driving, not looking at the road. She literally takes off without looking at the road. That's crazy. Looks up at the road. Okay, so right there, 25 seconds. Looking down at her phone. Looking up at the phone, looking up at like what she's recording with, looking down at her phone again. So she goes a full like 5 seconds without looking at the road. That's actually insane. Like, you were literally driving. Just go. Honestly, if you want to do this, why not just like get like a Waymo or something? Just start taking Waymos. Can you stream inside of your Waymo? Like, why do you need? This is a great freeze frame too. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Straight to jail with you. Just filming yourself is the best part, because it's like, you know, your insurance is gonna love this video. They're gonna love this video. Having it on camera is, yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one. I can't get over how stunning she is. No, don't crash your car. You're too beautiful. Don't crash your car. I love that she admits it too. At least it wasn't a person. There was somebody else on Kick that hit a person recently, wasn't there? Wasn't there somebody else that like hit a person? I swear someone got killed. I was just talking about Jackie. I could have sworn there was another one. Was it on Twitch? Oh, I saw another one. I'll try and find it maybe for next stream. There was another one I saw where I swear I saw someone hit somebody and they just started going, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then turned off the stream really quick. Was it on Twitch? There was something. I don't remember who it was. She does kind of look like Cher. But then she put out a statement. This Jackie streamer put out a statement on X/Twitter regarding the incident. And she said, I made a serious mistake streaming while driving 2 days ago and caused an accident. The other driver and I are both fine. Insurance is handling it, but I got lucky. This could have been much worse. I'm seeing people say I was drunk or on something. I wasn't. Well, you were on something. You were on your phone. So don't do that while you're driving. I was distracted by streaming, which is inexcusable on its own. I take full responsibility and I won't be streaming while driving again. Well, good to hear. She learned. Free Jackie. She has one of the sweetest communities on Kick as a whole. I mean, that might be true. Kick is a bit of a cesspool. So I wouldn't be surprised if her community is one of the most popular, positive communities. The only popular communities are the ones that are for hating people and destroying lives and going out and doing IRL streams and hitting people. But this last person said, she made an honest mistake and is owning up to it. She's genuinely one of the kindest people I've ever met. Her streaming friends and colleagues would tell you the same thing. So please, Kick, free Jackie. She's valuable to the Kick community. You know? I'm sorry. She fucking ruined us. Now I can't have a passing thought. Cruel world, happy mind, ruin the world. It's going to make me into a better orator. Phone is a hell of a drug. Oh, it was a TikTok live streamer hit and killed someone? TikTok streamer. Ooh. Driver live streams herself on TikTok as she apparently hits and kills man in Chicago. Just don't stream and drive. Or if you are streaming and driving, you make it like where you have like text to speech or something, or you can do something like that. It's like I don't know, be a more entertaining person. Have like things to talk about in passing. Be able to have like a story lined up for the next time you're driving in the car and you just want to be like, oh, this reminded me of the time when I was 16 and I did like just something. Think of something so you don't have to be completely like stun locked by chat. No, yeah, she killed somebody. That's crazy. Not Jackie, this other person, but still insane. Yeah, go walk on a treadmill or something. Go walk on a treadmill while watching old H3 videos. It's never been done before. You could be the first. I said that as if Alex is like ripping somebody off. Alex is the originator of that. The OG. Well, not the first. People do the walking on the treadmill thing, but that's just a niche in its own right. But 43-year-old Burger Andy has a meltdown because his father told him to get a job and quit streaming. I have to be honest, this made me cry laughing. I was watching this, and I shouldn't laugh because this could be me one day. I could be Burger Andy at some point. Burger Andy was friends with Ice Poseidon, I'm pretty sure, and was kind of riding off his coattails, and hasn't really been able to accomplish much in his own right. But I literally, I think I was just a little too high, and I saw this video, and it genuinely made me cry laughing.
Piece of shit. He has never been proud of me. He has never...
OMG with the kids in the car. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't read the full article. The lady on TikTok that hit somebody with her car and killed them. I forgot. In the video, I remember. I saw in the video, she hit somebody with her car and she goes, oh, no. And her kid is in the back seat going, Mommy, what happened? Mommy, what happened? What was that? What was that, Mommy? Like saying stuff like that. Crazy. I completely forgot about that part too. Yeah. Not only are you TikToking while driving, live streaming while driving, you're doing it while you have your kid in the car. Come on. You could have, like, here's the thing, you already did kill somebody, but you also could have gotten your kid killed too. So it's like, you are just completely like an insanely negligent person. But let's move on to 43-year-old Burger Andy has a meltdown because his father told him to get a job and quit streaming.
piece of shit. He has never been proud of me. He has never encouraged me. He's only told me to get a job and give up streaming and doing everything I fucking do. Even though I work so fucking hard at what I do, it's never fucking enough for him. And all he does is just like act like my brother is so much better than me. It fucking hurts so bad, man. It fucking hurts so bad.
See, I feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him. That's why I was saying I shouldn't laugh. The thing that genuinely made me laugh was all these comments down below. I didn't notice he had a chat up at first, and then I looked down and I just see, how old were you when that happened?
Never encouraged me. He's only just like act like.
And then someone said, was this last week? And then someone just starts spamming, he was right, he was right, he was right. It's just so, like, I'm sorry, you have to think of it like twofold. It's sad, but also he's only crying like this because he feels it's true on some level, right? Because, like, if he genuinely didn't believe it to be true and he was a successful streamer and was having a good time, he'd just go like, Dad, what are you talking about? I'm living the dream right now. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm living my life. But I'm pretty sure he, like, lives in an RV or something like that. Like, he's not doing the best. And yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're 43. Fuck what your dad thinks. That's kind of my point. Is you have to just kind of not care at that point. Either you know you're on the right path, or you yourself are feeling that you might be doing something wrong, and maybe you do need to change it up, switch it up. You know, maybe not even switch up from doing content. Switch up your content strategy if you feel like you're not making enough from it. You got to go where the money takes you. Follow Ice Poseidon again. You couldn't pay me $1 million to cry like this on the internet. Hey man, it brings in the views. It brings in the donations. Should I start crying? Will you guys donate to me if I cry? Let's see if I can well up some tears. Let me think about how, I don't cry. There's nothing can make me cry. No, everything makes me cry, but it just comes at the most random times. It makes it sadder. That's true. Him crying does make him saying this all sadder. If he was just bitching and moaning and being like, my fucking dad, that would just actually be, like, hilarious, but I don't know. I'm sorry for laughing at you, Burger Andy. You know, Burger Andy, you can do great things.
Piece of shit. He has never been proud of me. He has never encouraged me. He's only told me to get a job and give up streaming and doing everything I fucking do. Even though I work so fucking hard at what I do, it's never fucking enough for him. And all he does is just like act like my brother is so much better than me. It fucking hurts so bad, man.
I'm sorry to hear that, Burger Andy. He was right. He was right. Just one guy spamming him in that spamming that in his chat is crazy. I'm sorry, Burger Andy. Things will get better, I promise. So, drugs? Anissa Joma?
Man, I want to try Adderall. You should try it, Adam. You should tell them that you have ADHD and get yourself a cup.
Wasn't this an entire talking point about Ethan? Where he was telling one of his audience members to try Adderall? This guy's like, yo, you should literally try to get an Adderall prescription to a random chatter.
You have ADHD and get yourself a...
I'm sorry, didn't Cruel World Happy Mind say this is like a horrible talking point?
A couple.
He's just giving fucking medical advice. And it's not even medical advice. It's not like, well, I struggle to concentrate. It's like, you should try Adderall. It's awesome.
I feel like Adderall would fix me. That's what I thought. Or that's what I was hoping. Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
I'm never going to get over this soundbite I have.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream.
Go watch Turkish iDubbbz stream. Why does he say it like that? Were you in chat for this, Alex? Can I see you in chat? Let's see. No.
a cup.
Wasn't this an entire talking point about Ethan?
Content crash out joined. Oh my god, you're joking. I'm gonna have to remove Silva from the... Here, I'm gonna literally change this real quick. Give me a sec. Girl, happy mind. Can't stop, won't stop. Perfect. I'm gonna change this thumbnail back to the other thumbnail I had. That works. Sorry, I'm just changing my stream title and stuff because we're gonna look at this again. Bruh. Roman P was there too.
My girlfriend kept sending me messages about the fundamentalist church of the Latter-day Saints, like the even more extreme version, led by that guy whose name I don't remember.
They're just talking about Mormons now?
They have been...
Like I said kind of earlier, I mean, now I'm forgetting what I said earlier, but he kind of spoke. I think some of what he says, the truth kind of slips out, you know, when he talks about building a family, when he kind of had this godfather persona, when he's a master poker player. Just my own background on my dad. My dad is a great poker player. He is also...
Now they're talking about poker. This is really such a pointless conversation.
True. That's like true. It's like a joke, but it's also true. Like you took an Israeli on in one of the homes you stole from us in the 1940s, and like that's true. That's like true. You stole. See, I've never seen one of these before. And then the Palestinian went, really? Well, surely you saw one in one of the homes you stole from us in the 1940s, and like that's true. That's like true. It's like a joke, but it's also true. Like you took. An Israeli historian, Tom Segev, like describes it. Israelis went from, or Jewish people went from being destitute refugees of the Holocaust, of dispossession, of marginalization, to all of a sudden now being a people who had everything, whilst the Palestinians who lived in those homes, especially in 1947 to 8, where it happens en masse, where there was a huge expulsion, that everything was gone. Pots, pans, photo albums, clothes, pets. Tom Segev cites this. Literally, Palestinians who had pets, they left their homes and someone just took their pet from them. And that was now some person's pet who moved into their house. And to this day, the pet thing, I mean, actually, Israelis, right now, there's this really odd propaganda drive, and I won't go into full detail, but there's like a group of people who steal animals from Gaza, and then they take them to a sanctuary, and then they invite like young Jewish people from America to go over and look after the animals. It's actually like really odd.
Oh my god, it's just actually the most... Starkiller will appear in Ashoka Season 2 as the new son of Mortis, Starkiller. The Starkiller. A British guy and a military wife having a convo on Middle Eastern politics. Yeah, there's a little something. There's something about it. And then this is the last. Sorry, I just want to get through these Reddit posts real quick. Anissa diagnosed with OCD's tendencies and becomes expert on OCD. And she commented under this and said, I am diagnosed with OCD tendencies, which usually comes in the form of intrusive thoughts and a compulsion to ask a question to quell them. I also have some mild tics if I get in a bad loop. OCD can come in many forms and manifest itself in horrible ways that most people are unaware of. My whole family suffers from it, and I won't be surprised if at all, looking at the cam footage, it's super believable that she could have some form of OCD. This is a good post, and I'm glad it's being talked about. I have some OC tendencies. Don't usually, like, I don't know if this is implying that she has been like officially diagnosed, But don't they usually say tendencies when you don't have an official diagnosis? You just have the tendencies of different, like you have similar traits to those disorders. Like you don't have ADHD, you have ADHD tendencies, but it doesn't meet the qualification for ADHD or OCD or whatever. Yeah, I don't think you usually get diagnosed with tendencies. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Unless Anissa is just a pathological liar. That is also possible. Anyone can have tendencies for anything, yeah. Always diagnose people in waves. First everyone was bipolar, then ADHD, now OCD. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Self-diagnosis is just always, I mean, what's next? What's the most popular one? She took an autism test online, for sure. That's what happened. That's how she knows she has OCD. I'm still confused about this whole conversation. I will say, though, I've actually been practicing my map skills. Do we want to hear this some more, or do we want to see my map skills? We can kind of do both, I guess.
It's really odd. It's like, hey, this is like appealing to what people care about, which is fucking pets over human beings.
It's literally the meme that's like, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at animal cruelty.
Yes,
it's like that meme. It's literally that.
100%. And like when you look at that and you look at the dispossession that happened in like 1948, this is actually another thing. It has to be viewed as a structure that began before 1948, and that 1948 was a culmination of that structure in the same way that the Gaza genocide is a...
Y'all trying to see my map skills? Cool, let's see my map skills. Where are we going? Pick one. Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Oceania. Which one? Pick. It's your guys' choice. I've been practicing where I actually have a level of confidence in myself. It might take me a second. I might skip a few for a minute. Oh, content crash outs in their chat. Oh, okay. I see Africa, Asia. Okay, people are saying Asia, so we'll do Asia first. We'll do Asia, then Africa. Let's start. Asia. Countries in Asia. Russia, easy. Indonesia, easy.
Lebanon,
easy.
Bangladesh,
easy?
Iran.
Okay, good.
Brunei,
easy.
Syria,
easy.
Bahrain,
easy. Or wait, Bahrain's. Or wait. Oh wait, I'm gonna come back to this one because there's a few other ones.
Turkey, Kyrgyzstan,
Kazakhstan,
Sri Lanka,
Sri Lanka's this
South
one.
Korea,
South Korea is this
Jordan,
one. Jordan is this
India,
one. India is
Nepal,
this one. Nepal is
Saudi
this one.
Arabia,
Saudi Arabia is this
Israel,
one. Israel is this one.
East Timor
is
China,
this one. China is this
Armenia,
one. Armenia is it's one of these ones, but skip it.
Cambodia.
Cambodia. Oh fuck. Cambodia is this one. This one.
Kyrgyzstan.
Bhutan. Bhutan is this one.
Qatar.
Okay. Qatar is the little one. Taiwan is the island. Laos is the landlocked. Turkmenistan is the little one. Oh no, it's Tajikistan. No, I got one wrong. Myanmar is this one. Oman is this one. Kyrgyzstan is this one.
Armenia.
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan's that one. Armenia is the little one. Philippines is this
Azerbaijan.
one. Azerbaijan is
North Korea.
one. North Korea is this
Malaysia.
one. Malaysia is this. Oh no, this one. Down
Japan.
below. Japan is this one. Iraq is this one. Vietnam is this one. Georgia is this one.
Mongolia
is this one. Thailand is this one. Bahrain is this
United
one.
Arab
Emirates is
Tajikistan.
this one. Tajikistan is this
Afghanistan.
one. Afghanistan is this one. Yemen is this one. Pakistan is
Uzbekistan.
this one.
Kuwait.
Kuwait is that
Singapore.
one. Singapore is
Maldives.
Maldives. Boom. 96. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're getting there. We're getting there. This map lady is Mr. DPI's other half. Which ones did I get wrong? I fucked up on Turkmenistan and Malaysia. I do feel stupid saying Malaysia was Thailand. Right? Yeah. Because that's Myanmar. Okay, now we're going to do Africa. Let's go.
Algeria.
Algeria.
Zambia.
Yes. Zambia.
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Sudan.
Sudan.
Senegal.
Senegal.
Libya.
Libya.
Burundi.
Burundi is... Oh, wait. Right?
Mozambique.
Okay, Mozambique.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
Uganda.
Uganda. But skip Uganda for now.
Lesotho.
Lesotho is this
Djibouti.
one. Djibouti is this
Niger.
one. Niger is...
Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau is... Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, and then Equatorial Guinea, yes.
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Kenya.
Kenya. Fuck. Wait. Kenya's this one?
Nigeria.
Cool. Nigeria.
Uganda.
Uganda. I think Uganda's the small one. Yeah, because that's South Sudan. Uganda.
Ethiopia.
Cool. Ethiopia
Western
is this one.
Sahara.
Western Sahara is
Benin.
this one. Benin is the farthest.
Togo.
Togo is the
Democratic
next.
Republic of the Congo.
Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Botswana.
Botswana.
Angola.
Angola is this
Ghana.
one. Ghana is this. Oh, no. Ghana is this one.
Liberia.
Got that one wrong.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe is this
Gambia.
one. Yeah. Gambia is inside.
Rwanda.
Rwanda is
Cape
that
Verde.
one. Cape Verde
Cameroon.
is that one. Cameroon is
Eritrea.
this one. Eritrea is
Mauritius.
there. Mauritius is the island.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is
Comoros.
there. Comoros, fuck, is the islands
Sao
too.
Tome and Principe.
Sao Tome and
Central
Principe.
African Republic. Ivory
That one.
Coast.
Ivory
Egypt.
Coast. Egypt
Tanzania.
is there. Tanzania is
South
there.
Sudan.
South Sudan is
Namibia.
there. Namibia is
Morocco.
there. Morocco is
Chad.
there. Chad is there.
Malawi.
Malawi is there.
Somalia.
Somalia is
Mali.
there. Mali is
Republic of the Congo. Guinea.
there. Guinea is there. Oh, no, that's Equatorial Guinea. God damn it.
Equatorial Guinea. Gabon.
Gabon is
Mauritania.
there. Mauritania is there.
Eswatini.
Eswatini is... Oop, not that.
Seychelles.
Seychelles Island. There we go. 96. I'm getting better. Do I have a photographic memory? No, I did practice this for a while. I was sat here and I basically went, I need to remember where countries are. And now I think I do have an ability to where if I have a map, someone tells me about a country, I think I can figure out, at the very least, the region and the area that it's in. With peace and love, tomatoes, tomatoes, so true. I won't lie. The one that I was doing, and you can give, this is probably the one that you guys can give me the, officially more prepared to talk about geopolitics than full-time politics streamer Hassan. Thank you. The one that I was trying to do most recently was Europe, so let's see if I can get Europe done. Europe.
Malta. Russia. Poland. Italy. Luxembourg.
I showed my ass with this one the last time I did it, so that's why I need to be better at Europe.
Netherlands.
Oh my god, I always get Netherlands wrong. I'm gonna skip Netherlands for now.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, I'm gonna skip that one for now too.
Sweden. Greece. Monaco.
Isn't that this one?
Slovenia.
Yes, Slovenia.
Ireland.
It's where I get stuck, but I am better now, so we won't get as stuck.
Portugal.
Slovenia.
Latvia.
Yes, because then that's Slovakia, I think. But then Latvia, the middle one?
Serbia.
Yes, and then Serbia's in the middle.
Belgium.
Belgium is...
Vatican City State. Estonia. Slovakia.
Slovakia is... Oh no, I fucking clicked the wrong one. It was... That one Slovakia then?
Netherlands.
Yes, that one's Slovakia then.
Finland.
I did get it right. Finland.
Germany.
Germany.
Hungary.
Hungary. That's Czech Republic. That's Hungary?
Montenegro.
Montenegro.
Romania.
Romania.
Kosovo.
Kosovo.
France.
France.
United Kingdom. Moldova.
Moldova is a little one.
Andorra.
Andorra is
Spain.
Spain is there?
Cyprus. Norway.
Norway.
Czech Republic.
Norway.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria is that one?
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein is that
Bosnia
one.
and Herzegovina. Austria.
Austria.
Croatia.
Croatia. Let's get a skip for now.
Ukraine. Iceland.
Iceland.
North Macedonia. Croatia.
Oh fuck. That's
Denmark.
Croatia. That's why. God damn it.
Switzerland. Lithuania. Belarus.
Belarus.
Albania.
And then Albania. I'm getting 90. Honestly, 96% for all of them. I think is pretty good. I think retaining 96% across all of the worlds is all right, right? And my two that I got wrong were Croatia and Slovakia. I don't feel bad about that in the slightest, I've got to be honest. Nothing against the Croatians or the Slovakians, but I do not know hardly anything about it other than I'm not wrong, right? Croatia. Yeah, I know very little about Croatia. I was like, I know there was a war in the 90s. That was like it. I think it was their war for independence, it seems. I disagree. It's 100% or zero, no in between. So true. I failed you all. Do North America? Let's do North America now. Do North American countries.
Belize.
Belize.
Canada.
Canada.
Dominican Republic. Jamaica. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Haiti. Mexico. El Salvador. Honduras. United States. Panama. Guatemala. Cuba. Nicaragua.
100%. 20 seconds, 100%. Croatia's where they filmed Game of Thrones? Oh, now I know. Let's go. Now South America. South America, let's do it. Let's go.
Guyana. Brazil. Paraguay. Uruguay. Suriname. Colombia. Peru. Venezuela.
God damn it.
Chile. Bolivia. Argentina.
I always
Ecuador,
realize as I'm clicking.
French Guiana.
How did I get Venezuela wrong, but I got French Guiana, Suriname, Guyana, and... How the fuck did I get Venezuela wrong? That's so... I put it in Bolivia. That was dumb. That was actually really dumb of me. Do Oceania now? This is the one where I definitely have the hardest time. This one's really hard for me.
Tonga.
Tonga.
Fiji.
Fiji.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu.
Nauru. Marshall Islands. Micronesia. Kiribati. Vanuatu. Palau. Samoa. Australia. Solomon Islands. Papua New Guinea.
100%. Never mind. Oceania, is that it? Well, I know it well. Oceania, I said that I didn't know it, but I know it well, apparently. Have I proven myself? Do I know my countries now? What's this one called, though? What's that? Interesting. What's this, huh? Let's just see what the world one looks like now. Or just do continents. Just do United States. Ooh, yeah. Doing the US? Oh no. Oh no. One sec. If I do US, if I do the states, I know I'm gonna get them wrong. Who cares about states? Sorry, I'm not pulling up a map. Check my DM. I guess I don't need this pulled up. I was just making sure it didn't pull up anything on screen. TikTok. What's this? Oh. My fiance was showing me this. There's so many countries. It goes on for so long. Some of them, honestly, it seemed like they were trying to one-up each other at one point. Because they all just start getting really loud. It's a great video, though. But here, I'll try the 50 states. I'm going to show you how poor I am at the actual U.S. geography game. Oh, yeah, states. Okay, there we go. This is going to go terribly. They were screaming way louder. But here we go. 50 states. Let's see if I can get them. Let's see if I can even get close to all 50.
Wisconsin.
This one, yeah.
North Carolina.
Skipping for now.
North Dakota. Idaho.
Idaho's.
Utah.
Utah's.
Florida.
Florida's.
California. Missouri.
Missouri. I know it's in here. I know it's in here somewhere, but.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
New York.
New York. Oh, I hate this. New York's this one, right? It's a big one.
Maine.
Yeah, there we go. I always forget about New York State. I always just think of, like, you know, what everybody knows New York to be. Maine, right?
South Carolina.
Okay. I was about to feel really stupid if Maine wasn't the one all the way to the east, because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the one farthest to the east, right? I think I would maybe get 15 tops. Who cares about other states? It's a bunch of bullshit.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. I almost clicked fucking
Georgia.
Alaska. I legit almost clicked Alaska. That would have been terrible. Georgia.
Kansas.
I can show you where Georgia, the country, is. I can literally show you where the country Georgia is, but I can't show you where the state is. See, I know the general areas for these, but I know I'm going to click it wrong.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
New Jersey.
That's why I need to start filling out more first.
Michigan.
I need to figure out the ones that I do know.
Virginia.
Virginia.
Minnesota. Arkansas. Colorado.
Colorado.
Iowa.
Iowa.
West Virginia. Montana.
Montana's the square one, right? I know it's Montana and Wyoming are these two, but I don't remember which one's which. Montana? No, it's
Rhode
Wyoming.
Island.
God damn it. God damn it. Okay, yeah. I knew I was going to do bad on this one.
South Carolina.
Oregon.
Oregon. North Carolina.
Oh my god.
Washington. Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Texas.
Texas.
West Virginia.
You could do a stream learning something about each state. That would be interesting, actually. Learning something like just some topic from each. At least I know where I am. That's enough for me. So true.
South Carolina, Mississippi, Arizona, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Hampshire.
Again, I am at a loss now. I think I just need to start clicking.
Louisiana, Minnesota, South Carolina.
See, there's a few
Connecticut, Ohio.
Ohio. One's Ohio. No, it's Minnesota.
Vermont.
No clue. Vermont.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah, we're just gonna start failing.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Alaska.
Alaska.
Maryland.
Maryland. Is it Maryland this one? Or no, it's Delaware.
West Virginia.
There we go. West Virginia. Did I already click it once and I don't even remember? Goddamn. I told you.
Missouri, Georgia, Kansas.
Gotta start guessing on Kansas.
South Carolina.
I was like, I know Kansas is square like. South Carolina.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Tennessee.
Do UK cities? Oh no. How many even are there? I wonder. Tennessee.
Alabama. Connecticut.
Yeah, I guess this is my next map learning I need to do.
Georgia. North Carolina. Georgia.
Georgia.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. It's Indiana. Wait, Mass's. No, it's New Hampshire. Where the fuck is Massachusetts?
Missouri.
There we go. Virginia.
Nevada.
For some reason in my head, oh my god, why did I just click New Mexico? Oh my god. I really just clicked New Mexico. I was talking about Vegas earlier and I really just did that. I'm gone too loosey-goosey.
West Virginia. New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
New Mexico. Alabama.
Tennessee.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Delaware.
Delaware.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Oklahoma. Indiana.
Indiana.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. 65. Here, let's see how many I remember if I play again.
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. I gotta skip it. I do not remember. Oh wait, I do not remember. Oh no.
Louisiana. Arkansas.
Arkansas. This proves that I don't have a photographic memory at all. I have not visited the South.
Vermont.
Vermont was one of these, right?
Washington. Michigan.
Michigan.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
North Carolina.
Carolina. Oop. Wait. No, now I'm even more confused. Okay, well, I fucked this one up then.
Florida.
See, the way I was getting it before is really the best way to test yourself is to restart every single time you fail. Every time you fail, this is how you get better.
Alaska. Maine.
I think the South
Island.
seems fun.
New Mexico. Louisiana. Vermont. Michigan. Wyoming. Virginia.
Virginia. Oh, it's time?
By the wonderful...
Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go study my states and learn them. Maybe I'll start learning states from other countries too. States is just, it really doesn't matter. Who cares? But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Again, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday sometimes, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays too on occasion. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow. Yes, see you then. Bye-bye.